Well, hi there from a sunny winter's day in Auckland. Beautiful weather, beautiful weather. Just by way of an update, I've sold the rock and roll seat at the back. That's sold, and the lady's coming to collect it tomorrow. So I thought I'd start today by undoing all the bolts and stuff and making it easy to remove, because it is quite a sweat to get in there. As you know, it's too tight. So we started off by, I'm going to move this seat. I'll undo this seat and move it forward so I can get in there. And I've started undoing these nuts and bolts. They are quite difficult to do because there's nothing at the bottom, and they do swivel a bit. So I've got to jam a screwdriver in there to hold it and undo it. And quite tight to get in there. And I've got one more to do, one more in there. So let me do that one and we'll see how we go. That's the last one to get taken out, but the bottom is swiveling, so I've got to jam a screwdriver in the one side and get a spanner on it. Very tight to get in here, so it's causing me to basically to lie down on the job. Oh, sigh. Well, that's given us a bit more space to work. Beautiful. Easy enough to take out. These bolts are designed to lock and not turn, but unless you got it exactly there, they do turn. Oh, very clever. All right. Oh, okay, that was a bit of a sweat. Let's tackle this seat now. Stand by. Oh, with extra space, we can actually see how this works and how it's designed to work. You just lift it up. You pull that forward and that fits down there. Somehow clips in. Well, hats off to whoever designed and built that, because it's a pretty sturdy bit of equipment and it works well. So what I'm going to do now is, if I lift that up, I can undo those two bolts and these two bolts. Then I can lift it out and the frame will come out later. So I just need something to hold it up in place, and I'll undo those bolts. Size 20, and that's a size 20, but I just want to crack them before I take them out to make sure all four will come out. I don't want to get stuck halfway. So this turning, I wonder if it's got a, no, it's just a thread on the other side. It doesn't have a nut. Well, it's all done, all loose. So if I take that out, I'll be able to just pull it forward and pull it out. But I want to get to those other bolts as well. I wonder if I can just push it over backwards. Yeah, there we go. That's the way to do it. Yes, yes, that's the way to do it. Go over backwards. Well, that's the secret to installing it as well. Put it up on the shelf, put the brackets in. Yeah, that's the way to install it. Get this in first. put it up on the shelf, fasten the hinges on the side, and Bob's your uncle. Right, let's get this frame out. Right, I think the only one thing now is in there, somewhere it's connected in there. Not sure. Oh, I might even have a steel plate on the side there. I hope it's not welded in. What a sweat to get that lot all loose, and it's not out yet. But I'll have help tomorrow to get it out. And then I've just got to disconnect the speakers so we don't, I'll cut the wires or whatever on those, not too worried about it. Gosh, so installing it back in again, ideally fold it and on the back shelf, then bring these brackets forward. That bracket goes, the long bracket for the front, from the bottoms of the seat, goes in the front hole here. And that short bracket goes in that hole. They are threaded, so just a bolt through here with a washer. Hold on, there's another Allen screw at the bottom there. One underneath there on either side. I might actually take this board off, this MDF off the frame, and be easier to work with. I'll do that as well. Well, this plank's come out quite easy, so it's just screwed to the back of that frame. So that can come out and give me a bit more access. Connect the speaker wires. That's easy. Screw there, the bottom Allen screw on this side, and hopefully that should be it all. We'll see. So I pulled the seat forward to expose the back, and I can see here that that frame is bolted on there. So just a single Allen screw, and probably one on the other side, on that side, and we're all loose. Well, I had to remove the middle seat totally so that I could pull this seat out. So that's already there to go. And the bits and pieces are there, and here's the middle seat. The middle seat can go back in again, but I've got to just figure out how to get that steel frame in. I can't see to get the steel frame out. I can't see any more bolts or screws anywhere. I suspect it's just been tightly fitted, so probably going to need a crowbar. Let's have a look. Yeah, and as suspected, there's another screw there. That's what's holding it, the final holding it in. There'll be one either side. So I'll get that one out and then we'll see. So there's the last one. We'll take that one out and then it should be ready to go. It's loose, it'll come out, but it's very tight. Gosh. Well, there's the interior, lots of space, but I want to give it a good clean before I put the seat back. I can say that whoever built and installed that rock and roll bed did a very good job. That thing was well bolted in, wasn't gonna move, well sturdy. Anyway, let me pack up and we'll carry on tomorrow. Well, it's the next day, and lady's on her way to come and pick up the rock and roll bed, and I'm about to do some work on reinstalling the original seat. But first, I'm going to just tidy up and do a bit of cleaning. Gosh, what a mess. Well, it's not perfect, but it feels a lot better, nice and clean. So yeah, good job. We've got the age-old argument of where do you keep the spare tire. So this one, oh, first of all, I'm not keen on putting it on the bonnet of the car. I don't like that. But this one used to be in there, and the spare tire fits in there. It means they're going to cut the carpet and blah blah blah. So we'll think about that for a while and decide what we're going to do. In the meantime, we're just going to sit here on top and rest on under the old-fashioned crochet blanket, which is compulsory for these Kombis. So here's an example of some of the German engineering. So these seats bolt down, and as you can see, they've got a key-shaped slot there. So rather than have the nut on the bottom underneath the chassis and the bolt and what have you, they've come up with these bolts. Now these have got a little bit of a chamfer on them and a square piece over there. So that's supposed to, the way it works is it slides in there like that, and you turn it 90 degrees and then you crank it up and the square part stops it from turning. The problem I had when removing it is as they get loose, get lower, they tend to swivel underneath there. So to improve on the German engineering, what I think I might do is put a saw cut in the top of that, so I can use a screwdriver, A, to hold it, stop it from turning, and B, to orientate it in the preferred direction. It'll probably will work there, but you see it doesn't slot all the way across. Very, very cleverly thought out. Very cleverly thought out. So I'm going to cut these so I can put a screwdriver in there to hold it. So that's all 6 done, a little slot in there, so we can hold it with the screwdriver when we're tightening it. 1. So I've just stopped for a tea break, tea and a scone, and some of the tui. Beautiful. Well, deal done. I've got the new back seat loose, just still got to fit it, and of course the middle seat, I've got to put that back in place. But I think I've had enough for one day, so we'll get this with the video edited and published, and then tackle that seat next week. But in the meantime, I was just thinking, I rang the Paranoia hotline yesterday, and the guy answered the phone and said, "How the hell did you get my number?" Oh, anyway. Alright, well, if you enjoyed that, I know it's just a brief video, but if you enjoyed that, smash the like button. And if you're not subscribed, I ask you to consider subscribing. It is free. But otherwise, I'm sure we'll be able to get something together for next week. I'm just going to put Lucy away.